Hello YouTube, in this video I'm going to show you how to make a classic Italian pasta carbonara. It uses few ingredients, it's really cheap to make, it's quick to make too, so if you're in a rush, and it just tastes amazing. I've just got back from Naples, and yes, Naples might be the home of pizza, so they say, but they do fantastic pasta dishes too. So I'll go through the ingredients, show you how to make it, and then of course share with you the end product. So what you'll need to make this is 40 grams of parmesan cheese, which I have just grated up. You will need 3 large eggs, but you only need the egg yolks, which I'll separate in just a minute. You'll need salt and pepper, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and then I've got 110 grams of chopped up pancetta, which I'll be using. If you can't get pancetta, just use some bacon as an alternative, and then I'll be using 200 grams of spaghetti. So the very first thing that you want to do is to heat up your saucepan with about halfway with water, and you're going to add a really good amount of salt to the water, ready to cook your pasta. The water is bubbling nicely, and then this is when you want to add in your pasta. Going to add that in, and then once that part starts to soften, you can then just bend it in, and then it will fill the saucepan. So whilst that is cooking, you want to cook it for roughly 8 to 10 minutes until al dente, which means just firm to the bite. So you'll then get everything else prepared. So in another saucepan, you want to add your tablespoon of olive oil, and you want to put this onto a medium to high heat. And then you are going to cook your pancetta. So I've just previously heated up the pan, so it should be nice and warm. And I'm going to add my pancetta, and you want to cook this for roughly 4 to 5, maybe a little bit longer, minutes, until it goes nice and starts to crisp up. So I'm going to leave that there. Then what you can do is you can then crack your eggs, and what you need is the egg yolks, the yellow part of the egg. So I'll remove those, so you can just crack it on the work surface, and then carefully break the eggshell, and then you can just slowly tip out the egg white, and then I'm going to add the egg yolk into there. So carry on doing this. Now you can see that the pasta has started to cook, and you want to just bend it down so it all cooks nicely, and you want to put it onto a simmer. Then with your back to your egg yolks, you then want to add your parmesan cheese, which is to say I've grated already, and I'm going to season this with some black pepper, so just a nice grind of black pepper, and then some salt. And then using a fork or a whisk, you can just whisk this up together, and it just kind of enriches as the sauce. The pancetta has nicely crisped up, and I'm just going to take that off the heat now, and then I'm going to drain the pasta. Now you want to save a little bit of the water, so what I have done is placed a jug underneath the colander just to catch some of the water, because you want to add a little bit of that to the sauce. So I'm going to drain the pasta now. Then what you want to do is you want to add the egg yolk mixture with the parmesan and the seasoning into the bacon. And you want to do this, and it will just heat it through. So you don't want to add it when it's on the heat, because it can it can scramble. So you just want to mix this together. And you want to add a tiny bit of the water that you've used to drain your pasta, just to loosen up the sauce a little bit. So you want to just keep mixing this, and then you can judge it. So I know now that it's a little bit too clumpy. You can see that it's not quite a sauce yet. So I just want to add some more of this water, and I'm just going to mix this around until it kind of makes a smooth and glossy covering, coating, almost like sauce. So keep giving this a stir. The heat will also melt the parmesan cheese as well. So it's smelling amazing. And if you see now, it's kind of made a really kind of smooth and glossy sauce instead of that clumpy egg yolk. So I'm going to add a tiny bit more just to loosen it up a little bit. And then I'm going to add in the pasta to the pancetta, like so. And then you're going to give it a really, really good mix. I'm now going to again just season it just a tiny bit more with some black pepper and just a tiny little bit of salt. Give it one last stir. And now it is ready and time to serve. So I'm going to put my spoon just aside, tangled with all the spaghetti. So put that to one side. You want to get your plate, and it's best served fresh. So if you're doing this for a dinner party, make sure everyone's sat at the table, ready for you to serve this. This recipe will roughly serve 2 people. So you want to get a nice amount of the spaghetti, and you want to put it onto the plate like so. And then I want to put a little bit more of the meat in it, which is just stuck to the side slightly. So I'm going to add some more pancetta over the top, like so. I'm going to then add some more parmesan cheese. You can never have enough. So I'm just going to grate some on top, just a little bit like this. Then one last little dash of black pepper. And there you have it, your spaghetti carbonara, which I cannot wait to eat. So make sure you catch me every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday for videos, and I will see you in my next video.